Hi there. Welcome back to the channel. This is, of course, where we talk about all the latest, gadgets, gizmos, garments that we've got to have in order to keep ourselves artificially happy. Yeah, no, you know by now that's not what we do here. We try to dig a little deeper. We're going the other way, that is, that way. And we ditch that facade, and we are going to talk about what actually keeps us from being happy, and more importantly, what we can do about it. We'll be philosophizing. That's just a word I like to use. That is, we'll be analyzing personal philosophies to see if and how we stand in our own way and what we can do about removing those obstacles in order to let more happiness into our lives. Sound good? So, strap in, buckle up, do whatever you have to do. This is Building the On-Ramp, Part 3, Redefining a Roadblock. And once again, I'm sure you're loving this outfit by now. So, why is a roadblock not really a roadblock? Or more accurately, when is a roadblock not really a roadblock? Well, let's think about it from the other side for a second. Let's pretend for a second that we're through this roadblock or obstacle, that we are on the other side of it, that we've moved on from it. Now ask yourself, what would that look like? Who would I be if that were true? So, a little bit about my personal history. My roadblock, the thing that led me down a path of self-discovery eventually, and what led me, here to doing this channel and creating the program that I've done, was stuttering, actually. For as long as I can remember, stuttering had an enormous grip over my life. It had control over so many decisions that I would have otherwise done differently had it not been a factor. It was always something that was in the way whenever I had to meet new people, whenever there was a interaction with someone that I didn't know, whether it was in person, over the phone, it would come up. And the hardest thing for me to always say was my name, as strange as it might sound, but I had an enormously hard time introducing myself, which, if you can imagine, has just a huge impact on your social behavior. Like, I would always be the most awkward person in the room, because I would always be avoiding meeting anyone new. I would always be the guy hiding in the corner, trying to stand by the people that already knew me, so that I wouldn't have to even attempt to introduce myself, because I would get completely stuck. Like, I just couldn't breathe. I couldn't say anything. It was like you just had a remote control over me, and you just hit the pause button, and it was super awkward. And the worst part of it was that it would then make me wonder what the other person must be thinking is going on. Like, how weird is this guy? And of course, that kind of thinking doesn't help. So it was, it had a huge impact in every major decision in my life, until I just got so tired of it, like defining my life, that I just, started to push back and look for ways to finally conquer it. So, and in doing that process is what taught me, everything that I now know that I'm trying to communicate to you. And what's funny is that now, if I think about my stutter, and this is crazy to me, you have no idea, like, this was something that just tormented me every single day of my life, as far as I can remember, to now suddenly looking at it from my perspective now. This is so weird to say, but I can honestly say that I wouldn't be here without it. Like, it wouldn't have taught me everything that it has taught me in my life had I not gone through it. So as horrible as it was, for as long as it was, I have to almost be grateful for having to go through it in order to now, in order to learn what I've learned, in order to know what I now know, and for me to be able to help other people overcome their obstacles, which is just, it's incredibly rewarding. So if I look at it that way, I have to be grateful, because it gave me the ability to help other people in ways that has the ability to change their lives, and that's immensely rewarding. So it's kind of bizarre, honestly, to look back on it now and be grateful for this horribly just annoying problem that had such a negative effect for my life, on my life, for as long as it did. But that's what I mean when I say that a roadblock is not actually a roadblock. It is actually an opportunity to learn how to overcome it. And what happens when you learn how to overcome it is you take with you life skills that help you, in everyday life, in relationships, and your personal life, at work, and everywhere in between. So I know that while you're in it, it sucks, and it's keeping you where it's keeping you, and it's annoying, and I can only imagine what's going on with you, but it is an opportunity for you to learn how to grow from it. And when you do that, it is so empowering, it's life-changing, and you've got to stick with it. Don't ever give up. Don't ever let it get you down to the point where you just give up the fight. You cannot ever give up the fight. You will overcome it. You just have to keep going. And if you'd like some help, I would love to be able to help you. So, if that's you, and you'd like to book a discovery call with me or my team, once again, There's a link in the description of the video. Look for where you can book a call and let's just talk and see what happens. There's no pressure, no cost to you. And we'll see what happens. So I challenge you to start to look at your obstacle, whatever it might be, as an opportunity to learn how to grow from it. And when you genuinely do that and you try to change the way that you frame your roadblock or obstacle, you will start to think of it differently. So that's the lesson for this video. I challenge you to do that. So something to think about. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give YouTube the warm and fuzzies. You know what to do, but especially if you're finding value here, please share it with someone that you think would benefit from the content. So I look forward to seeing you next time. See you at the next bump in the road.